Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Tonight, the Super AM edition. My name is Ruel Gaviola, and I literally just woke up. This is the campaign launch day for Jewels for the Emperor Penguin. You can see the game right here in front of me. Michelle and I did a run through of it yesterday. We live streamed it, and then I edited it, put it on YouTube. So you can check out the info in the show notes. Yes, good morning, Magic Eric and Slivers. Super early today. It is 6:42 a.m. my time. Now, I'm actually late. I meant to be here 42 minutes ago. I slept right through my alarm, friends, and things happen, unfortunately. But hey, Vault Hunter, Vault Hunter Hargis, hello. I'm apparently still alive. How the heck are you? Good to see you, friend. It's good to see everyone here. Vault Hunter Argus, we have not seen here in chat in a while, but I'm glad to see you here, friend. And Clyde Man is in the house. Hello, Clyde Man. Yeah. As Magic Eric said, this is an early stream for me, so get your coffee ready, your tea, or what have you to get you up today and going. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Seriously, I just woke up. As I said just a few minutes ago, I wanted to be up at 6 a.m. today because that's when the campaign launched, and I just slept right through my alarm. But that's okay because we're going to have some fun today. I want to share the campaign page with you because it's already off to a roaring start. Just, what was it? Just over half an hour ago, it launched, and here we go here. This is already... the page is launched. Jewels for the Emperor Penguin, $911 of 10,000. So they're almost 10% there within about just over 30 minutes. So this is going to be a great campaign. One thing I did not share yesterday, and I saw I had access to this early access to the page. I've got to show you this. I'm way too excited about this. So of course the game is terrific. There's the I'll go over each part of the page in just a bit. But, so the Emperor Penguin loves jewelry. There it is. You can get a plush. I don't know why, what's going on with me and plushies these days, but look how adorable this little penguin plush is. I just thought it was so cute. It's got a little hat. It's got a backpack. Come on. And then you have the Emperor Penguin's nephew. This is another thing that's really cool. This is a standalone game that is part of the Kickstarter here. We have some of the early reviews. One from our friend Grant Lyon, Grant's Game Rex. Thankfully, Grant got his YouTube page back after some drama. I'll talk about the game. We have the game overview here. I've got it on table. I'm going to show y'all in just a few minutes here. I got some videos already up, and there it is. If you saw it yesterday, you'll know what this means right here. Ruby dooby doo. Michelle and I had way too much fun with this. You will be sure to click that video, folks. Hit the like, subscribe buttons. It totally helps. And check us out playing Jewels for the Emperor Penguin. It was a really close game. I'm not going to tell you who won if you didn't see it, but it was a 1-point difference in the game. It was a back and forth game. I had a lot of great fun with that one. Some more quotes. You can take a look at the rule book. Again, I will be in just a minute or so. I'll be showing you how to play. It's a really fun game. Now, this I did not have access to. This is already, this is a game called Frozen Shinies. This is the Emperor Penguin's nephew. This is a standalone game, friends, and you can see how to play it there. I will drop the link in chat. Where's my chat button? There it is. Oh, dude, I just dropped the whole, my whole tweet. I just dropped in there. Wow, sorry about that. I just meant to drop the link. Instead of give you the tweet, I had just tweeted out. Okay. Well, you could. There's a link to the Twitch channel, which you can watch right now, which you're watching. How funny is that? But anyways, how the heck are y'all doing? I haven't seen some of you in less than 12 hours or so. I don't know, about 12 hours and give or take a few hours. I'm waking up. This is fun. I love doing streams. I have streamed earlier in this before. I was thinking about what the earliest time I've ever streamed. I think I streamed at 5 a.m. my time one time. It was either 5 or 6 a.m. The gang over at what was it? Variable Hex, I believe. Not Variant Hex. Those are my buddies Kelly and Aaron, but Variable Hex. They're based in the Philippines, and the time that they do their show, it's 15 hours ahead. So whatever time it was, I had to be up by 5 a.m. my time to go live at either 5:30 or 6. I forget, but that was early. This is not quite as early as that, but hey. Rolling Rock in the house. What's up, Rock? Let me go back over here. Rock says, "Hey, Rua, I'm so glad seeing my post to have seen you post about this. This looks so. Oh yeah, dude, this is. On that note, why don't we go straight to the table? I'm gonna move keyboard there. Rolling with Rock, folks, is one of our members, longtime members of Tabletop Live Network, TLN. We're gonna take a look at the game. Go right to the table here. Yeah, this is a family weight game. But there's a little more to it than you think. I was genuinely surprised and happily surprised by this. So, let me get this comment out of the way. This is the game right here. This is Jules for the Emperor Penguin. Again, this is an early production copy, so things may change. But for the most part, this is how you're going to play the game. On your turn, so y'all will be the blue, I'll be the yellow player right now. Let's play a game together, shall we? We'll go through a few turns. What you're trying to do is collect the gems throughout the icy slopes here, and then use those gems to craft jewelry here. Now, the jewelry is going to go for the to the Emperor's Penguin, right? To the Emperor, and you're going to see one of the cards here. It's a little see-through, so I'm going to shut off the green screen. So here, this is going to be worth 7 points at the end of the game if you collect it. Really straightforward. You need to collect a green gem and 2 blue gems, an emerald and 2 sapphires. You turn those in, and then you have crafted this really nice ring, bling bling, for the Emperor. Now, what happens is, you turn this in, and then you'll notice, oh, I guess I should have left it up here. You'll notice that each card has 2 symbols here. Those are the guild factions. Basically, you and your opponent, excuse me, have a secret faction. And it's placed under your little dice carrier here. It's supposed to be here. I am secretly part of the guild of Pickaxe, the Pickaxe. And then you all, again, I would not know this if we're playing 2 game, are the Anvils. So that's what Michelle played last night. So to start the game, we're going to roll our dice. Okay, cool. Now, you have, excuse me, you have a 4-3 and a snowflake. I have a 5-5 snowflake. Let's say that this had, I had rolled a 5-5-4. Then I can change any one to a snowflake. So I'll just go with my original roll. And then here we go. We're going to jump into the game. So I will take one of the dice. These are little player area cards, by the way. These are for the special abilities that you're going to see. I'm going to take one of my penguins that match the die. So I have to take my number 5 because I have 2 5s. So I'm going to use one of those to move my penguin up. Or I can use the wild die to move any number. So I'm going to use this 5, and I'll tell you why in just a second. And now we start at the valley. We're going to go up. You can never go up the walls here. These are, so you cannot go here. You'll notice that there's slides. So when you go down, when you slide down, you'll be able to collect those gems, but cannot go up. You got to climb to the side. So I could climb here, I could climb here, or I could climb here or here. Let's climb. What do we have? Oh, you know what? I'm going to climb here. So there's 1 green. So I take 1 green for arriving. Then all penguins on this spot will receive a red ruby, a ruby-dooby-doo, from there. Okay. So since I'm the only one, I'm the only one to get the red. So I have a green and red emerald. So I have moved my penguin. I have activated the tile. Now the third part is buy an objective card if you can. It's way too early to do that. I cannot afford anything. So I go to the 4th step, which is roll any dice I've used. So I re-roll the 5 that I'd use, and it becomes a 4. And that's the end of my turn. Now, Michelle, or you all are the second player. So you get a little compensation. You get a red ruby die or gem that goes there. So you have 1 ruby. And then what would you all like to do? I think what you're going to do, you have a 4-3 and a wild. So I sort of like to save my wilds just to see, you know, just in case the dice go bad. So why don't we move, we're going to move you to number 3 over here because you want a green gem as well and you want a red. So you get a green for activating it. And then everyone on this tile gets a red. So you get a red, I get a red. Now, you look up here, do you have any that you could match? You have a 2 red and 3 green. So you have 2 red, but you need 2 more greens, unfortunately. And remember, you're looking, whoops, I'm messing up the mountain here. You're looking for those anvils because the reason why you want to match guilds, you can buy any card you want. But the reason you want to watch anvils is because you'll get +2 points at the end of the game for every card that matches that. So very cool, very cool way to get extra points. Okay, so we've done that. Cannot buy. So, the number 3 die that you had just used, you're going to re-roll. And it's the number 1. All right, cool. So, where am I going to go next? I think I am going to go I've got to take a 4 or 5 or any number. So my 5's here. I could bump up my 5 here, or I'm going to use the 4 die to move this penguin onto this spot. So I move it there. I collect 2 red gems, or rubies. Ruby dooby doo. And then this action, anyone on this tile gets to do a conversion or an exchange. 1 red or 1 green. Okay. So now I have 3 red and 2 green. I'm short there. Okay. You'll notice some of the sapphires, the blue, and the diamonds are white. So you're going to continue exchanging those. Hi, Mookie. Mookie the pug just walked in. So I cannot buy anything yet. I'm going to roll the die. And it's another 5. Boo. All right. I should point out this. The Emperor Penguin's Grateful Thanks. The first player to grab 5 cards, to purchase 5 cards, will get this because they're first. So they're going to get a bonus 4 points at the end of the game. Then all other players take 1 turn, and then we go to scoring. So scoring is the Emperor's card, any objective cards that you've completed, and then you get +2 for every card that matches your guild here. Pretty straightforward, right? Let's continue with the sample game here. I am going to go, or you are going to go, you have a 4 and a 1, and you have the snowflake there. Now, you saw what I did here. That's a pretty cool move. You can do, you can get 2, or you can exchange 1 red for green. But you're looking here, right in the middle. Why don't we move your number 1 penguin straight up, or no, you can't go straight up. You've got to go around the side here. Here. So you've arrived. You get 2 red. No one else is here, so you get a 3rd red. Okay. So the active, you always take that at the end of your turn. Then the everyone ability, all penguins there are going to do that. Okay. Can you buy anything yet? Not yet. Now, let's continue. You roll that. Oh, it's another 1. Boo. All right. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my number 5 penguin. Going to keep going up the mountain here. Going to go here to this spot. You notice the arrival action is get a green gem, emerald, and then turn the die, or add 1 or subtract 1 from your die. So, so an unused die. So you cannot change the 5 into a wild or a wild down to a 5. But I can take this 5, subtract 1, and place a 4. All right, now I can afford something now, friends. I have 3 gems, 3 green gems, and 3 red ones, but I don't match this. So now you all wouldn't know that these are not my guild symbols. So I'm going to pass on that because I'm going to go down here and I'll show you what I'm going to do in just a minute on my next turn. All right, let's re-roll that. Okay, it's become a 1. And then on your turn, you've got 4, 1, and a snowflake here. So what are you going to do? Here's the fun thing you're going to do. You are going to take your, your number 4, going to go up here. Now, anytime you arrive on a tile that has one of your other penguins, not your opponents, but your other penguins, you're going to bump the penguin. And by bumping, this means you can place this one, your bigger penguin here says, yo, get out of the way, I need some room. You go to an adjacent tile, And you can also go straight down here. So this little slide, you get to slide number 1 here. Woo! And as you slide, anytime you slide down, you pick up that bonus. So you're going to get 2 green gems. 1, 2. And you slide down. Now you're here in the valley, the market. So this is fun. This is where you really start cranking up your gem production. And what you're going to do here is you're going to do exchanges. So you can exchange gems for twice, and you can do the same exchange. So this one says red, 1 red to a green. You could do that twice. 1 green to 3 reds. You can do it twice, and so forth. And 2 greens to blue, and etc., etc. So, having seen this here, you have a 2 and a 3, and this has your symbol. But hey, I see a 5-pointer with your symbol as well. All right. Man, there's a lot. Yeah, you got 1, 2. Oh, here's one with my symbol, which of course you wouldn't know. But what can you do? You can do a 2 green for 1 blue. But you're looking at, you know what? Why don't we do a 1-for-1 exchange? So 1 red for 1 green. Ruby for an emerald. So that gives you 4 greens, which you can get this one here already. But you can do one more exchange. We're going to do the exact same one, I think, right? No. Maybe you want to do green, 2 greens. Oh, if you do 2 greens, you're not going to be able to get that one there. So we're going to just do this one again. 1 red for 1 green. Okay. Okay. Cool. So 4 reds, 4 greens. So that's the end of your turn. You're in the market. That's the fun part of the game, folks. When you come back down to this market, that's when you can start doing exchanges. And what's really neat, the bumping action is really fun. As you saw, that goes down there. I did this move last night when Michelle and I played, where I had a penguin here and a penguin here. I did this really cool thing where I bumped this one. It went down here, got the slide bonus. And then it bumped this one because it was lower, got this slide bonus, and I ended up here and did an exchange. And for that, I got my final card. Again, I'm not going to tell you who won the game. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. But, oh, it was such a cool combo to end the game. All right, so you've done your exchanges. Now you can go to the market. And you do want to get this 5-pointer because, let's get the green screen off. It matches your faction, your anvil. You've got 1 red and 4 green, so it's going to give you 5 points. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I guess you got to exchange that. Here's your 1 green, or 4 green, duh. 1, 2, 3, 4 green. Go back to the supply, and 1 red. All right, cool. So you have 5 points now, and secretly you know that you have your anvil there. So that's another 2 points. So this is actually worth 7 points. So re-roll that. That becomes a 1. And you just place this face down to the side. First player to get to 5. Oh, this refills. First player to get to 5 gets the Emperor's Thank You. And then the other player takes another turn. And yeah, and then you score. That's the game, folks. We just took a couple of turns. You're already in the lead by 1 card. So that went pretty quickly. And you can see that the game is really terrific. It's streamlined. It's got, you know, these really cool, again, this is an early production, but I really love the art and just those cute penguins. I mean, you cannot get any cuter than these penguins, right? I mean, I love the penguins. Let's put one up there, a little closer view. There you go. Hey, there's the number 5 with a pickaxe. Yeah, good time. Whoops. Any questions, y'all in chat, if you're watching, I'm happy to answer them. I've played this game several times already, and then Michelle and I did the run-through last night, which is a lot of fun. Let's see. Real, any trouble telling... Oh, this is a good question. Any trouble telling the rubies and emeralds apart? I'm going to be honest, this is a little close, but I'm not sure if this is final production yet, Rock. I don't know if y'all can see it. I personally, depending on the light, it would give me some problems. But when we played, I'm in the studio with some extra light in here. I had no problem distinguishing them. Likewise, for the board, the green ones, it's a little more subtle, but they're a little, I guess, rounded shape. And then the red ones, the green are rounded, and then the red ones are rectangular. And then the blue one's a square. The diamonds are a circle. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, those are the 4. The rubies are the most common, followed by the greens, then the blues, and then the diamonds, the white ones, or clear ones. So yeah, great question, Rock. I didn't have any problem. Hey, Deadpan, good to see you here. Good morning. Rock also says, I like that it's just one action back and forth, and you're trying to make multiple moves with all the penguins. That's right, and it's really cool, Rock and folks watching. It's simple, but again, once you get deeper in the game, when Michelle and I were, climbing up the mountains, like let's just put some of these out here as an example. So Michelle will go here. Let's say Michelle was up here. Oh, I should talk about some of the bonuses as well. Most early on, when you're early in the mountain here, whoops, let me take this down here. When you're in the lower part of the mountain, you're just basically getting a gem, either 1 gem, 2 gems, or whatever. Once you move up, this is where the fun starts. You're going to start adding or subtracting 1 to a die. I like this one a lot. We didn't play with this one last night, but we have played it off camera. This is randomly set up. There are recommended starting tiles that are a lot easier for newer gamers, or just just a little more straightforward. But these are really cool. So if I go to this spot, I would exchange one of my blues, if I had it, to do the magnet action. And what that is, excuse me, I can take any one of my penguins and move it straight up there. So I would move one of my penguins to join my buddy up there. Other ones that are cool, this one here we did play with. We got here. This is interesting. To get a diamond, the exchange is, hey, you have to take 3 of your gems that you have in your supply. So for instance, I've got a ton of red ones. I would take 3, and you place them on any tiles. So like that. And then the player that arrives on this tile later on, like let's say y'all were here, moved here, you get to get that gem. Pretty cool, right? So you get that gem, and then you do the usual arrival and everyone abilities. So this, by doing that, I would get a diamond, which are really tough to get. And yes, I'm going to say the exact same joke I said last night. Diamonds are a penguin's best friend. Folks, that's all you're going to get from me at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And then the everyone ability here, I could exchange a red and a green for a sapphire. Now, this is fun. And this is where Rock said, you're talking about how easy, straightforward the game is, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy that. But this is neat. If you had it set up, and Michelle and I, we played last night, and I was able to set one up that did 2 of the tiles, but you can theoretically go all the way here. So I would go here with my 5, right? Maybe I spend this die, the wild one. I would bump this one because it's lower. So as I go down here, I get a blue. Anytime you slide, you get the blue, you get the reward. Hey, the 4 is greater than the 2, so I slide down here, I get a green. And finally, my 2 is greater than my 1. I slide down here, I get 2 more greens. And then the tile that you end up on, the final tile, in this case it's the bottom, you're going to do that action. So this one here, I would get to do the exchange. So really cool if you can time it. This obviously happens later in the game. Like last night, my 2 tile combo was the very final move of the game. So it takes a little while to set up, but it can be done, and it's a lot of fun. All right. Folks, hydrate with me because it is early for me. It's 7 a.m. B Travis in the house. Hi, B. Yo, B. What's up, B? Good morning to Living Dice in LA. Good to see you here. Dutch Yoda is in the house. Yeah. All the good friends. Magic, yeah, they do. They remind me of the penguins from Madagascar as well. Why don't we look at the campaign page? That's what we're here for, right? It has launched on Kickstarter this morning. That's why I'm up so early, friends. It is, for me, it was like dark o'clock when I woke up. Let's take a look at the campaign. Where did I have the campaign page up? There it is. Okay. Why don't we refresh and see where they're at? Let's see how the campaign's doing. They've already got $1,000. This is awesome. They've been less than an hour. It was like around 6 o'clock this morning, or about almost an hour ago. They've got 10% of the goal. This is fantastic. So here's the page. You can check out the link. I'll drop the link in chat. This time just the link, not the whole tweet that I did earlier. Let me get my keyboard back down. Here is the link. Be sure to check it out, everybody. Boom. Let's take a look at the campaign. Campaign, the rewards. So what you're looking at, you can get the Frozen Chinese card game, which we talked about earlier. That's a separate game, $16 US. Look at the delivery date, folks. August 2024. So this game is ready to go. You know, this isn't, you're not looking at like, oh, 3 years down the line, we're going to be shipping the game. No, this is this year, folks. Here's the Jewels for the Emperor Penguin game. Oh, thank you so much. Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Sure.
Hi, friends. Good morning. Look at
Good
who
morning.
just joined us. My wonderful wife, Michelle. Thank you so much. What are we? Is this the Hascaf?
No, it's jasmine green tea.
Oh, it's Jasmine. That's how early it is. I don't know what I'm drinking. Jasmine, thank you so much. We've got Slivers in the house. We got Rowan Rock. We got Vault Hunter Argus, who hasn't been here for a while. James, To Live and Dice in LA, Imaginaric, Dutch Yoda. We got,
Wow, we got a lot of people that are awake on our time.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the tea.
You're
Michelle
welcome.
knows that it's good for my throat.
Well, I heard you talking and
yeah.
coughing.
Yeah. I've got cough drops just in case. But
Yeah, well, good morning, everyone. I'm off to work.
Okay.
So have a good day, everybody, or night, or afternoon, wherever you're at.
Yep. All right. Good.
All right. Bye.
Drive safely.
Thanks.
Have a good day. Zen for one. Good morning. Good to see you here. B. Travis says, good morning, Michelle. She just walked out, but thank you, Travis. Tea is good. It's hot. What are y'all drinking right now? You got coffee, tea, other beverages? Vault Hungers. Oh, we have personal news have been processed and other personals. We're just proud of ours so far. Okay, nice. We haven't been online. You know what? It's good to see you here, Vault. You're always welcome here. And everyone's welcome here. So I'm glad. I hope things are going well with everyone in 2024. Why don't we get back to the game again? Michelle's on her way to work, and we're gonna show y'all. Well, there's the game itself. We just went through a couple of turns. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Let's go to this screen here. We were looking at the game. So we have Jewels for the Emperor Penguin. It is $40, folks. At the Kickstarter, ships anywhere in the world. Again, that delivery date, August. So we're talking about a game that you're going to get this year. You're not talking about the years from now. This is what they've got planned. Here's the all-in, $65. This is what you get. You get Jewels for the Emperor Penguin and Frozen Shinies. You get the limited edition plush mountain climber penguin. Why am I so fired up about that penguin? I'm getting louder as I'm talking about it. I don't know why I'm so excited about it. So this is the main board game that we're just talking about. Companion card game, as we saw up here, Frozen Shinies. So you're going to save $11. Now, don't forget, friends, shipping, handling, tax not included. Depends where you are. And remember, shipping. I got to say this here, just to make sure y'all are aware. Shipping, the companies do not determine shipping. This shipping, as we know since the pandemic, it can go up and down. And I was just listening to the Board Game Insider podcast? I forget. There was a podcast talking about, maybe it was, or I don't remember where, but I heard one of the publishers talking about how earlier this week, or last week, shipping prices have gone up. I think they doubled, and that's just the reality. It's something about, there was something happening near the Panama Canal that was, things were starting to bog down there, and prices go up. So shipping, again, it's really in flux these days, not as stable as it was before the pandemic, but hopefully things calm down before the shipping of this game. So you do not know what you're going to be paying for shipping, but hopefully it's not going to be too much. Let's continue here. Friendly local game store. If we have any game store owners, you have an option there. A group pledge. This is always fun. I've done a few of these on Kickstarters before with friends. You get, for $300, you get 5 copies of Frozen Shinies, 5 copies of the game, Jewels for the Emperor Penguin, 5 plushies. I'm yelling again. I love the plushie. This ships to a single address, so you're going to have to find somebody you trust or do it yourself. And of course, shipping, handling, and taxes not included. So those are the different pledges, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One's for friendly game stores. So I would say 4 for those of us who are not game stores. Let's look at FAQs. Are there any FAQs we need to... what is Kickstarter? What does it mean to back? How do I pledge? Okay, so this is super basic stuff if you've never done a Kickstarter. Yes, right now it's tabletop this morning. It is the AM edition is what I've been calling this whenever I start the morning ones of these. And B Travis, Ruby Dooby Doo. Yeah, let's go there. It was funny. I can't get over this plushie. I think it's so cute. There is the Frozen Shiny standalone card game. Jewels for the Emperor Penguin pre-reviews. My review said Ruby Dooby Doo. Where is that? I thought it was here. Okay, there's one video. This is the one that Michelle and I played through last night. Excuse me. And I'm not gonna show the end because it was thrilling to the end. Maybe can I show the last move I did? As you can see here, I'm already setting up. So here's my 4 penguin here, and then my 3 penguin here. So I need to bring my 5 here, or I can slide down the number 4. I can, if I have a 4 die, which I don't right now, slide down here, collect that gem, and then bump the 3. The 3 collects these gems and ends up down in the valley, and then you get to do exchange twice. Yeah, really, I really enjoy this game. Yeah, so that's my quote of the for the campaign. Ruby doo doo doo. Thank you, Vault. Yes, it's not that I think the plushie is cute. It's that it is objectively yes. Rock says, honestly, the game looks awesome, but I won't lie, the plush makes it instant back, right? I know it's an instant back. I know this is we have one child, Lauren, and a grown adult. I don't care. I'm still excited about the plushie. I'd say yeah, it's great for kids. Our kid is already out of the house and everything, and I'm still excited about the plush. Oh my goodness! So there's the page. Have we gone over everything? Oh, gameplay over. Let's look at Frozen Shinies. Drink some more tea. Frozen Shinies. This is the Emperor Penguin's nephew. I love the artwork as well. You're a royal helper racing between penguin trading shops, exchanging treasures not to get the most valuable cards, but simply the most. Okay. Can you trade a diamond for a spool of thread, a handful of beads, and a hat? 3 things is 3 times as good as 1 crummy old thing. So you're just looking at a bunch of stuff. So on your turn, put a card on one stack, then take that sum of cards from a different stack. Trade away an 11-point emerald to take 11 points from the front of another stack, like some feathers, fancy beads, and pointy sticks. So you're going to be doing some math here. 3, 7, and 1. You turn one thing into 3. The Emperor's Penguin's nephew will be beside himself. Okay, cool. And here's the fun part for all of us gamers. Most cards have a special ability that lets you take cards in even more powerful ways instead of just using number values. Aha! And of course, you can use the fish token to grease the wheels, take fish's change when you overpay, and add fish to sweeten an underpayment. Okay. When only 1 stack remains from here, the player with most cards wins. Okay, very cool. And again, you can look at the... Oh, okay, the rule sheet's coming soon. Very cool. Really a simple card game. I want to check this out. It reminds me of sort of like a solitaire game where you're, moving numbers and stuff, but with the addition of the special abilities and multiplayer. Oh, that looks fun. Agreed, B. Travis. More Kickstarter campaigns should come with plushies. Rolling Rock says, right? My youngest still has a Cosmo Octopus plush. I'm still kicking myself for not getting one of those Cosmo Octopus plushes. That thing was cool. Arya says, hey, hear them out. More Kickstarter campaigns should be plushies, right? Okay, continuing on. I'm going to read about New Mountain Who Dis. Meet the Emperor's Penguin's plushiest climber. 8 inches tall with a fuzzy hat and a backpack where he can store gems, pins, earbuds. Oh, the backpack is functional? What? Oh, yeah, Rock, this is an instant back. Really? I didn't think it was a functional backpack. What the heck? Let me move back. Oh, I totally lost it now. There it is. Trying to zoom in on it. What the? No way. Adorable 90-second Photoshop of penguin plush with a copy. Oh. Okay, so it's not that big. I mean, here's the game box here. Oh, I was going to show it on the table. So it's not it's like definitely small, way smaller than a Ticket to Ride box. Let me see if I have here's a Dorf Romantic, which is a standard size game box. And then here's Emperor's Penguin. So slightly smaller. Pretty much the same height, but as far as the box, that's the size there. And this is basically a Ticket to Ride size box. Ooh, some more tea for me. Let's go back to the campaign page. So so this, as I say, this is a Photoshop of the game in the backpack. But it does look like it's a functional backpack. So it's, as it says, you can put your earbuds, gems, pins, etc. So that is really neat. I love that. Okay. Stretch goals. What are we at right now? Let's go back to the top of the page here. $1,100. Okay, so we started at, I think it was like 1,000. So a couple more backers have come in while we've been live. Thank you, friends, for supporting. Let's continue down here. Where did I? Okay, Frozen Shinies. Quick play, super vulnerable. Meaningful decisions every turn. Player with most cards wins. That's it. Wow. There's the plushie. 2 to 5 players. This plays up to 5. 30 to 45 minutes and 9 and up. That seems fair. Michelle and I were knocking out 2-player games around 30 minutes. I think our live stream, we live streamed it last night, probably like 45 minutes, and that's with talking and hanging out and stuff. Chatting with y'all in chat. That was great. Ruby Dooby Doo. Continuing down here, we looked at Frozen Shinies. We're raving about the plushie. Oh, stretch goals. At $100,000, that's our goal, or 1,500 backers, we'll give every $12 backer a free copy of a another game? Penguins with rocket launchers. Okay, it's what you think. It's a take that card game where penguins fire rockets at each other until only one remains. Oh my gosh, that's funny. If unlocked. Wow, we'll print and ship this game separately. Okay. You're free to decline your free game, pay no additional cost. Okay, so good. Of course, this will cost a little extra for shipping because this is a brand new game. I did not play the original Lumberjacks with rocket launchers, but apparently this is a reskin to coincide with all of the Penguin stuff. Roland Rock says, it says 9+, but I'm sure my almost 7-year-old... Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that's nice. Oh, Jeff Timball's in the house. Folks, we were looking at Jeff's beautiful face right here on the Kickstarter page. And Jeff says, game box is the same size as Cascadia. Yes, that's exactly... I don't know where are my copies of Cascadia. I should have had that up here. But yes, it's the same size as Cascadia, friends. So spread the word, get a free card game. Here's some shipping and logistics. Again, do not... remember that shipping changes these days often. So, but here's what they're looking at right now. Shinies at $5 US, Jewels at $6.90 US, the all-in $6.90 US, group $20 to $30 US. So, again, this could be changing as things go on. You just never know. Shipping is always in flux these days. And as they say here, these costs are our best estimates, right? Do our best. Taxes and all that, VAT, everything else. Here are the human creators, folks. We're talking Shane Carr, Marcin, and Jeff, Josh, Kenzie, and no wonder why I love the graphic design art. Matt Paquette Company. Matt always knocks it out of the park, and why don't we go back to the game itself? Y'all can see. I mean, no wonder. I didn't know that. I should have looked at the page earlier and been a little more aware. But yeah, that's why everything is so discernible and so easy to read. Excuse me. More tea for me, please. All right. Yeah. So we've looked at the game. We did the FAQ already. We looked at the rewards. We've got a bunch of people as hyped as I am for that plushie. And all in, we got 16 backers already. Oh my gosh, really? Nice. yeah, we started this around 6:30 my time, about a half hour in the campaign. So we're already, where are we at now? Let's go to the campaign. 1,300, yay, awesome. On our way. It is a 24 I'm thinking the remote song 24 hours a day, a 24-day project here. Got 22 backers. So within the last 15 minutes or so, we went from, it was like 13 backers to 22. So very nice to see. Well on its way to 10,000 easily. And I want to thank Jeff and the team over at Left Justified Studio for sponsoring last night's stream. And, I wanted to jump on early this morning to show y'all a little bit more. I want to go back to bed. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to eat and actually get ready for my next stream of the day, which happens at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern over on the Rado channel, the R&R show with Chris George, myself, Ray Billings. Y'all know Ray from the Op, formerly of CGE. And Richard, Rado Ham, he'll be joining us from Mexico via video. We've got another great show lined up. We have a special guest as well. I'm going to check my email. Okay, y'all can't see my email right now. I want to see if our guest has been confirmed. Not yet. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut about our special guest. But we've had some great guests the last couple of shows. We've had Jamie Stegmeyer from Stonemeyer. We had Cole Worley from Leader Games. That was a fantastic. I mean, all our interviews are great, but Cole really, he gave us a lot of his time and really some great insights into how his mind works as far as game design and just all kinds of good stuff. In the last show, we had Robert Geislinger from Arcade Wonders, which is really cool because he gave us some very brand new news about Arcade Wonders, some of the games that they're producing. So check those out on the Rado YouTube channel. You can find those shows there. And excuse me. Hi, Giggles. Good to see you here. Cole is great. I agree. Slur is such a cool dude. If the guest fails Fossey, just substitute a plushie incident. I've got, I've been moving stuff around in my studio. I've got all my plushies in the corner over there. I might have to bring one out. I have my Flamecraft plushie, the dragons. I got a couple of those. And actually, we had a game night or a game day recently. Was that last month? Now I forget. I wish Michelle was here. She'd remind me when it was. We got to hang out with the Brothers Murph, Paula Deming, and some other friends at a local game store for Nick Murphy's birthday, which is last month. We got to play games at it was a comic book store / game store. And they had a bunch of little plush. Well, actually, do Beanie Babies count as plushies? I'm not up on my plushie rules, I guess. But I had to support the store somehow. And I already had all the games, or most of the games that I wanted. They were selling. I already had them. So I decided to support by buying plushies. So I've got a Spider-Man Miles Morales one. And what was the other one I got? Oh, it was the Peter Parker Spider. So I got 2 Spider-Man plushies from the store, which was great. It's plushie lore. Thank you, Vault Hunter. Yes, I do not have my plushie lore. Rolling Rock, I should have got. Yeah, so those Flamecraft plushies are good. They're really cool. So there's your plushie lore. Anyone have any questions as far as the game's concerned? I think I pretty much explained how all this stuff works. And again, for those of you with younger gamers, they do have this stack. So this was random this morning that I set up, but the ones with the crowns, those are a little more straightforward, and those are the ones that you would use for a first-time gamer or younger gamers, or if you just want a more simplified game. Obviously, you just swap these out. There's a way it's like A's are these 3, B's are these 2, etc., etc. And you just swap those out. They'll give you, here's one that we're exchanging. It's a little different. This one, 1 red for 2 green, etc. So those are the different things there. You can play up to 5 players. These are the remaining players, dice and penguins. What else have I not shown you? I've shown you everything. Oh, I can show you the little player aid. I love player aids. This one shows all the different things that you can do on the board, the different combinations. Let me shut this down here. The combination, like the little actions, Like, if you don't know what this means, then you just go over here. Like, oh, I know that scatter means scatter 3 gems for your supply to 3 different hexes. Swap penguin. Swap the positions of 2 of your penguins. Yeah, that one was over here. So if you all landed here and there was a gem, first you'd collect this gem, and you're doing this action, you're going to swap 2 penguins. So you can swap any 2 penguins there. So that's really cool. Swap objective. Michelle used this one. You know what? Now I think about it, yeah, she did use this one, where you can swap with one of your completed objectives with one in the available array as long as they differ in value by 1 or less. And here's why would you use that? This is the interesting thing. Let's say I had this one here, and I'm looking at one that, okay, it's not on the board. Okay, let's find an example. Well, no, let's just say this. Michelle had this one earlier. Now, she did a great job, or you all did a great job, of getting one with an anvil, because you know that's your guild. Let's pretend that this card did not have that anvil. Maybe it was the pickaxe. By using this ability, where was it? It was using the swap objective ability, which is not on the board. It's one of the tiles that didn't get placed. But this objective here allows you to switch one up here that's equal or 1 less. But here's the thing. Let's say you take this one here. Now let's pretend the 4 actually had the symbol. Or no, it does. Has the anvil. So if this didn't have the anvil, it's worth 5. You swap it. Now this is worth only 4, but because it has an anvil, it's +2. So this is actually worth 6. So you're getting a bonus point for being able to use that swap ability. So that's a really neat thing. That's obviously one of the tiles that's a little more advanced, I think. But, excuse me. Oh my gosh. But it does give you that nice little depth, right, for the game, where not quite as straightforward. Yep, Rolling Rock just was going to ask if tiles are changeable. Yep, thank you, Rock. Vault, you have a question not related to the game? Absolutely ask, as long as it's, yeah. I'm happy to answer anything within reason, of course. Why don't we go back to this screen here? One more time, let's look at the campaign. I can't stop talking about the plushie. There's the reviews here. We got the gameplay overview. 5 penguins in your guild. Dice numbered 1 through 5, and then one of them, the number 6, obviously, is the wild face here. On your turn, you choose a die. Y'all know this. I'm just reviewing it for your, just to review it. So you can move any one of these. You move the penguin. It can move any one of these ways: left, right, left down, right down, or straight down the slide. That's the thing I was talking about, where you go down the slide, you're going to get the bonus that's on the slide itself. So if you're here, your number 5 penguin moves here. That's when you bump this one. It can move any of these directions, including the slide. The slide gets you the bonus. The only thing is you cannot go straight up. You'll notice it's really, I love the design as well. It's really easy. Like, this is a wall. Like, you can't go up the wall. You've got to go around it, right? So very, very cool way that they did that. So you choose your die, move. Then your penguins can work together. When a large penguin moves into a smaller penguin, it can bump its friend to move your guild further, right? So there's the bump. If you move the 3 here, the number 2 penguin can move this way, and so forth. And then finally, every tile has 3 cards of wards. You go here and do a special ability. This is the one we were just talking about, actually, the swap objective. You slide down the ramp, you get those bonuses. And on the right, every penguin that's on this tile will get this right move here, or the right action. In this case, it's exchange a red for a green, or you can just take a red for straight up. Collect jewelry or objective cards to win. The cost of the cards, and then you take the card. Those are victory points at the end, and then you have the guilds that will give you extra points. And then when one player buys their 5th card, they get the special victory card, and everyone gets one more turn, and the game ends. Very, very cool. Vault says, mind if I share? Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. Go ahead and share, Vault. Would love to hear it. Imaginary, that's a great question. Do you have any games that have the feel of this one? Michelle had actually brought up one I think is very fair comparison. and that is Splendor. You have a very simple engine building, I guess, where it's almost like, wow, it's almost like worker placement meets like you're gonna go here, you're taking that action. It's resource management. You're always going here to get resources. However, there are a couple of spots that let you do other things, so almost worker placement like, but very, very straightforward. It's definitely the biggest part of his resource management, which I do see, excuse me, as far as like Splendor comes in. You have all your gems. You're trying to pay for these with the gems you've collected. Now, do you have an engine built? I don't think you actually build an engine. I wouldn't say it's engine building, but it does have, maybe because it's the gems and just the way you pay for it, it really did remind Michelle. And actually, the more I talk about it, this sort of remind me of Splendor. I would consider it, as far as Splendor is concerned, maybe maybe about the same weight. So it's a light game, family weight game. What gets interesting is as you move, and this happened in our game last night, the more you move out here, you have those abilities. You can really find ways to do the bumping action, which lets you combo stuff. And for me, that's what I had a lot of fun doing. And Michelle had a lot of fun as well, trying to figure out how can she be the most efficient to earn her jewels. So I know last night in our game, she did a lot of the market action too. She was collecting a bunch of gems using either the slide action or other actions here to collect gems. And then she was doing a really good job of exchanging to get the ones she needs. Because, to get obviously the more rare gems like the blue sapphires or the white diamonds, you have to get higher up here. But if you can, then you take certain tiles that'll allow you to exchange for the ones that are usually at the top here. Cool. Vault Hunger Arya says, I'm proud of. 2 days ago, January 14th, I officially hit 2 years that I've been on HRT. Nice. The one I've been processing almost a month ago, December 20th, I was officially diagnosed with autism. Wow. So, Argus, folks, let's shout out Argus. Thank you, friend, for being here. Appreciate you sharing the news. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for sharing that. Much appreciated. It's always good to see her, Arius. Rock says, there's a kids game we got at Gen Con that has a slight similar feel called Oh No Volcano. Yes! Oh No Volcano is great, and that is a Phil Walker Harding game, praise be. And Michelle and I love that one. That one, it's funny, Rock, I had no idea that game existed until I saw it at Gen Con at the Buffalo Games /Game Right booth, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And sure enough, who was there hanging out at the booth? Phil Walker Harding himself, praise be. It was so funny. But Argus, thank you so much for that. We're sending hugs. We're glad you're here, and yeah, thank you so much. Same, we didn't know about it either, and the staff souls, yeah, kids love it. It's so good, yeah. PWH, folks, the PWH, praise be. Okay, it is 7:35. I've been on for an hour, and that's my plan was to go on here for an hour, hype up the campaign, and show y'all what this game is all about. Want to thank you for hanging out with me today. Been a lot of fun, and I've got another stream today at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on the Ronald Runs Through channel, the R&R show. We've got lots of fun stuff planned as always. Let's go back to the campaign page really quick. Look, been here for an hour. Wait, that's not the campaign page. Where is it? Here it is, coming up right here. Been here for an hour. It's at 1660. What it was at, like, was it 1100? I forget. I'll have to look. So within an hour, they've made $500. That's great. I'm so happy for Jeff and the team. 10,000 is the goal. Hopefully we get lots more, because I want to see those stretch goals unlocked, folks. So we've got if this gets to $100,000, you get a free game. I mean, how awesome is that? So again, congrats to the team for what I think is a successful launch. They're going to be 20% of the goal within an hour and a half. Yeah, because they launched an hour and a half ago, because I got in about 30 minutes late. So this is fantastic. Hey, Roland Reggie's here. Reggie, yes, see you on R&R. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Thank you, Rock, for stopping by. Good to see you here, friend. James says, I like the work that Buffalo's doing. I agree. They do some really great games. And make sure I got all the comments here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Then let's go raid someone. Vault says, I've talked about those both in a couple places. This community has also been very welcoming. Always felt like I could be open here and not have to worry about anybody. How would anyone react? Yes, Arias, thank you for being you. Thank you for being part of this community. Not only here online, but also, online, but also in our Discord community. Folks, if you're not part of the Discord community, there's the link right there. Please join our fam bam. We're super chill. We like to talk about games, nerdy stuff, non-nerdy stuff. I like to talk about, and since Rock is here, I like to talk about my Los Angeles Dodgers, who are the greatest baseball team in the world. Sorry, Rock and friends, but we're really excited about this season, obviously. I've got my Ohtani jersey in the living room. I may have worn that thing out already. Michelle surprised me a couple of weeks ago with it. Oh, love that jersey. I've got tea. It's already helping my throat. This is great. Why don't we raid someone? We're going to send you all a raid. Folks who are joining me on YouTube and Facebook, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Why don't we, how do I do the raid? Can I do the raid in here? I don't know how to do the raid over here. Thank you, B. Travis. Always good to see you here, my friend. I have to go over here. So I'm using Restream, and I'm not used to it. I'm still learning it. And y'all know how long it takes me to learn things. Raid. Who can we raid? Who can we raid now? Who's playing board games? Anyone playing board games, folks, that we can raid? It's early for me, so I have no idea who's playing games at this point. Looks like there's some French streamers. Yeah, they're. I always feel like you had no one gaming before 8 a.m. That's right, Reg. Victory Point Gaming. They're playing some Ark Nova. Let's go raid them. I think we've raided them before. Victory Point Gaming, haven't we? Anyways, show them some love, folks. Victory Point Gaming. Says they're playing Ark Nova. Love me some Ark Nova as well. I'm going to start the raid now. And those of you on YouTube and Facebook, you don't know what a raid is, but over on Twitch, we're going to take the audience, bring them to another channel. We always like to raid someone that's playing board games. Spread the love because we love the board game community. Friends, thank you so much. I'll see you on the R&R show in a few hours later today. I'm going to go eat my breakfast, take my vitamins, and I was thinking Hulk Hogan. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. No, I'm not going to do the Hulk Hogan thing. But if you want to do the Hulk Hogan thing, more power to you. Let's go raid Victory Point Gaming. Thanks, folks. Have a great day. And I think it's rated. We'll see. All right.